The Cuba fire chief did what he was supposed to do yesterday, respond to a house fire. The one thing he didn't realize, it was his own house on fire. News 13's David Romero is in the Newsplex with the story.
Jessica, Chief James Sanchez is retired from the military. He's head of the volunteer fire department, volunteers for the police department, and yesterday he lost everything he owns.
Some of the firefighters beat me there and said, "Chief, just prepare yourself, there's nothing here."
When Chief James Sanchez got the call yesterday that there was a fire in Liebrook, he jumped into action and said, "My house is there." As he started to drive towards the fire, he realized that it was going to be his house on fire.
My main concern was, did the animals get out of the house? And all but one did.
He lost everything that he owned for the last 49 years. What he wore to work that day was all that he had left. The only thing firefighters could salvage is the American flag. He recently retired after spending 27 years in the military as a para-rescue man. There is one other problem.
What makes it worse is that my fire insurance was canceled about 4 months ago due to the fact that the fire station there closed down.
The department is all volunteer. There was a lack of staffing and funding, so one station was closed. That decision forced a lot of ranchers to lose their fire insurance. Sanchez says they couldn't find anybody to give them insurance before this disaster struck. Now he is left to pick up the pieces.
Nothing I lost is irreplaceable, and you know, what I do have is friends, family, and support from both. I have a loving wife and loving children, and God will take care of the rest.
Firefighters came from Aztec, which is 60 miles away, to fight the fire. Sanchez says this doesn't change anything. He wants to keep being fire chief and volunteer for the police department. Jessica, back to you.
Okay, David, James Sanchez is going to take a couple of days off and then figure out what he can do next. The rest of his family was on vacation at the time of the fire.